Hello, I am going to do a bookshelf tour, and I am going to start. This is Nightmares and Dreamscapes by Stephen King. This is Or Past Midnight by Stephen King. The Tommyknockers. Full Dark No Stars. This is Slash's autobiography. This is a box set of the Wake trilogy. And this is another box set of, Percy Jackson and Olympians. This is The Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not too sure. This is Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. And I have the other ones, I just don't know where they are on my bookshelf right now. This is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Sorry, that's my brother, if you heard that scream. And this is The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. This is The Snow Walker by Farley Mowat. And this is the complete Harry Potter collection with the Philosopher's Stone, the Chamber of Secrets, the Prisoner of Azkaban, the Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, the Half-Blood Prince, and the Deathly Hallows. Now this is the autobiography of Johnny Cash. This is Moby Dick by Herman Melville. This is Dracula by Bram Stoker. This is Kiss by Frank McCourt, which is the sequel to Angela's Ashes. And this is the sequel to Tiss. It's called Teacher Man. And this is Angela's Ashes. My copy is quite beat up. I know. This is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, which I have another copy of. This is Why AC/DC Matters by Anthony Bozza. Now the next few are all Stephen King. Lizzie's Story, Carrie, Firestarter, Cujo, Salem Slot, Misery, which I already have a book review up for, Pet Sematary, The Shining, The Green Mile, and here is one that I am currently reading, is It. Look at that creepy eyes. And to get this one out of the way, I couldn't read this because it was just too sad. I kept crying and it was just too emotional for me to finish reading. This is Push by Sapphire, which is also Precious, that Oprah Winfrey movie thing. I actually like the movie too. This is Devil's Child by Margaret Pingley. I think this book is like out of print or something. I don't know, I got it at a thrift shop and I can't seem to find it anywhere else. This is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is The Fellowship of the Ring and The Two Towers. I do not have The Return of the King. This is A History of the Simpsons. This is We Bought a Zoo by Benjamin Mee. This is like a Cleek novel. I think it's called Breakfast at Tiffany's. Not interested in reading that at all, but it was a gift, so sue me. This is The Zombie Survival Guide by Max Brooks. And this is a book on kittens. This is like a book, basically ghost stories written by Canadian authors. This is The Juby 3 by Gordon Corman. Now, these books are rather childish, but I still love them because they're hilarious. This is the Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book. And this is Cabin Fever. I used to have the rest, but one person stole one, and I gave the others away. And this is just some Bible stories. This is Lord of the Flies by William Golding. This is a collection of short stories by various authors. I'm just going to leave it right there. This is a book on ferrets. This is a book called True Crime, and it's, well, based on history of crime. Like, I believe it's from, I don't know. Well, it's like back from the early 1800s, like that, something like that. This book's called The Dance with Death, and it's called, wait, I don't know what I'm saying. It's called The Dance with Death, and, well, it's just Canadian women on the gallows, which is like sentenced to death and all that. This is just a book on couples who were serial killers. And this is Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. This is The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. This is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. The Hunger Games and Catching Fire. This is Red Riding Hood, which I'm supposed to get rid of, but she forgot it at my house, and don't know if she's gonna come back to get it. And this is Marley and Me. This is Trust Me, I'm Dr. Ozzy by Ozzy Osbourne. And this is I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Lore. I have the sequel to it somewhere, but no idea where it is. Oh wait, it's right there, never mind. This is The Scarlet Slippery, which is a Nancy Drew book, and it's number 22. And this is Handle with Care by Jodi Picoult. This is my mom's book, but I just have it on my shelf, I guess. This is a book that I bought for my mother, but I keep it on my shelf anyway. It's really good. I liked it. It's called I Am Ozzy by Ozzy Osbourne. And I adored this book. I thought it was hilarious. It's called Seriously, I'm Kidding by Ellen DeGeneres. This book is tragically sad. It's Stolen Life by J.C. Agard. It's about what happened to her when she was kidnapped for 18 years. And they did some very nasty things to her. And this book is probably one of my all-time favorite books. It's just amazing. It's called Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. If you like stuff like ghosts and Harry Potter and, well, just things that are like in that genre type of thing, you'd love this. And well, here's the sequel to I Am Number 4, The Power of Six. I have yet to finish reading it. And here is just The Lost Journal of Indiana Jones, which is kind of like, which is just kind of like a movie tie-in type of thing. Where it has like sketches from the movies and all that, the Harrison Ford movies. And this is all of the Lemony Snicket books, number 1 through 13, which is The Bad Beginning, The Reptile Room, The Wide Window, The Miserable Mill, The Austere Academy, The Ersatz Elevator, The Vowel Village, The Hostile Hospital, The Carnivorous Carnival, The Slippery Slope, The Grim Grotto, The Penultimate Peril, and The End. They're all by Lemony Snicket, and they're called A Series of Unfortunate Events. And this is the other copy of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I got it because it's a wicked ass cover. Like, look at the blood on that, and he's holding an axe, and it's like a normal... Well, other than the axe, it's like normal Abraham Lincoln, but if you turn it over, there's the bloody axe, and there's a head, which is pretty awesome. And this is Beastly by Alex Flynn. I had the movie tie-in edition, like, back when the movie first came out, but then someone took that too. And, well, I bought this edition today, because I really missed that book and I wanted to read again. And it also comes with Lindy's diary, so that's why it's, like, so big. And this is Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. This is Shutter Island by Dennis Lee Haynes. This is Romeo and Juliet, like a graphic novel version of it, and it's modern text, but I also have original text version. This is Russell Peters' Call Me Russell. And if you notice, I also have it signed, which is awesome, too. So I love that guy. And this is Double Cross by James Patterson. Never read it, but I've seen A Long Time Spider with Morgan Freeman. And it wasn't too bad, I guess. And, well, this is another book on crime. Criminal Masterminds, Evil Dreams, Suicide of the Underworld. This book is about pirates. And it's actually pretty cool. It's like... just like... some... based on like... oh my god, I'm not good with words today. It's... well, just pages on the most famous and most meanest pirates to ever exist. And this is Romeo and Juliet, the original play script. And this is just a book on warriors, like, well, the Romans and Knights of the Round Table and the Spartans and stuff like that. And this is, hold on. This is a book based on one of my all-time favorite bands. It's called Queen. I think it was put together by Brian May and Roger Taylor. Oh my god. That's gonna make me sound so bad. And it has, like, posters. And it comes with, like, a memorabilia and stuff. This is a book on Uncharted 3, which is, like, the official guide to the levels and stuff. This is a book on prehistoric animals. Oh my god. If you hear that, like, weird squeaking sound, that's my chair that I'm sitting on. It's very old and it's kind of broken. This is a book on animals. Oh my god, give that up, chair. This is Journals by Kurt Cobain. And, well, that's pretty much it. Well, other than my stuttering and whatnot, and the squeaky chair and the screaming, I'd say this is a pretty successful video. Well, stay tuned, I guess.